Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into another absolutely wild episode of Wheel of Fortune. If you thought you'd seen it all, trust me, you haven't. Stick around, because we're about to break down all the jaw-dropping moments, the incredible solves, and the facepalm-worthy puzzles that had us all yelling at our screens. You are not going to want to miss this recap. So, let's get right into the action. Our contestants for the night were Kevin, a history teacher from Ohio; Maria, a graphic designer with a super bubbly personality; and Tom, a retired firefighter who said he's been practicing for this moment for 20 years. The energy in the studio was electric right from the start. Pat was in top form, and Vanna was looking as elegant as ever. The first puzzle was a thing, and the board was already looking tricky with just a few letters. Kevin kicked things off, and he was on a roll, landing on some big money wedges right away. He correctly guessed an N and a T, but then disaster struck. He decided to spin one more time, aiming for that big prize, and what happens? Corrupt. You could hear the collective gasp from the audience. All that money gone in a flash. It was a tough break, and it really set the tone for how unpredictable the rest of the game was going to be. That's when Maria, our graphic designer, stepped up. She was a little hesitant at first, but she started chipping away at the puzzle. She bought a vowel, an A, and then smartly guessed an L. The board started to make a little more sense, but it was still a tough one. The puzzle was a breathtaking panoramic view. What a mouthful. Maria decided to solve, took a deep breath, and got it right. The relief on her face was just priceless. She didn't win a huge amount, but she solved the puzzle and took the lead, which is what counts. Next up was the prize puzzle, and this is where things always get exciting. The category was, "What are you doing?" The letters started filling in, and it looked like our contestants were a bit stumped. Tom, the firefighter, finally got his chance to shine. I spun the wheel with so much force, I was worried it might fly off. He landed on the express wedge, and you could see the gears turning in his head. To use it or not to use it, that is the question. He decided to play it safe for a moment and called a G. It was there, then an R. That was there too. He was building up a nice little pile of cash. The audience was cheering him on, shouting, "Go for it, Tom." He finally decided to hop on the express train. He called an I, a P, and an N, and with each correct letter, his total skyrocketed. It was one of those classic Wheel of Fortune moments where you ree on the edge of your seat. He nailed the puzzle, visiting a tropical island, and won a trip to Jamaica. His reaction was pure joy. He was so excited he nearly did a backflip. After that high, we went into our third toss-up puzzle. The category was food and drink. The letters popped up one by one, and it was a lightning-fast solve from Kevin. He buzzed in and shouted, "Warm, gooey brownie." Correct. It was great to see him get back in the game after that early bankrupt. It just goes to show you that on Wheel of Fortune, you're never truly out of it until the very end. A win put him right back in contention, and the competition was heating up. Now let's talk about the puzzle that had everyone stumped, and I mean everyone. The category was around the house, and the board was almost full. It read, _UR_OISE _ATHTO_ELS. The letters were all there, but the contestants just couldn't see it. Kevin spun and guessed a W, which wasn't there. Maria bought a vowel, but it didn't help. Tom even took a stab at solving, but he was way off. It went around and around. Pat Sajak was starting to lose his mind. in the most hilarious way possible, of course. He was joking with the contestants, saying, "Is it written in another language?" Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Maria's turn came back around, and the light bulb went off. Turquoise bath towels. The whole studio erupted in applause and laughter. It was one of those puzzles that's so obvious once you hear it, but impossible to see when you're under pressure. Going into the final spin, it was still anyone's game. Tom had the lead thanks to his big prize puzzle win, but Maria and Kevin were close behind. Pat's final spin landed on the $5,000 wedge, so every consonant was worth a fortune. The category was phrase. Maria was in control, and she made some fantastic letter choices. An S, a T, and an R all appeared. The puzzle was it's now or never. She saw it, she said it, and she won it, adding a massive chunk of change to her total. What a clutch performance under pressure. And that meant Maria was our big winner for the day, heading to the bonus round. She was absolutely beaming. She spun the little wheel and landed on the A in Americas. She chose her letters, giving herself a good shot. The category was thing, and the puzzle was just 2 words. The final board read underscore underscore N underscore underscore R underscore. She had 10 seconds. The clock started ticking. She was whispering possibilities to herself. Fun, run, The pressure was immense. She shouted Sun Carb, Len Fan Art. But sadly, time ran out. Pat opened the envelope to reveal the answer. Fun fact, and inside the envelope, $40,000? Oh, so close. You could feel the disappointment, but Maria was a great sport. She still walked away with a huge amount of cash and prizes, and she had an incredible game. What an episode, highs, lows, and a puzzle that nearly broke the show. Tom's express wedge run was a masterclass, and Maria's comeback to win it all was just fantastic. It's episodes like this that remind us why we love this game so much. Anything can happen on the Wheel of Fortune. What was your favorite moment from tonight's show? Let me know down in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching this recap with me. If you enjoyed it and want to see more breakdowns of your favorite game shows, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Give this video a thumbs up if you had fun, and we'll see you next time for another spin. Bye for now.